my crown doesn't really fit my head that well. This will kind of work. Hey there guys, this is Samantha, and today, since we are about halfway through the year, kind of ish, a little bit, yeah, we are about it, we're the 5th month, the end of the 5th month, I'm going to talk about my favorite books of this year so far, and these are basically all of the books that I've read so far that I gave a 5 out of 5 stars for various reasons. And they're just books that I've read this year, and I'm gonna show it to you guys, so maybe you guys want to pick up these books if they look interesting to you. So yes, let's begin. So the first book that I'm going to include, in this are rereads for me, and they should come of no surprise to anyone, because it is the Poison Study trilogy by Maria V. Snyder, and I did not include the Shadow Study inside of this block of books because I didn't like it as much as I liked these 3 books, because these 3 books are amazing and such great books. Oh my goodness. But the 4th book was good, but it just was not at the 5-star level. It was at the 4.5 level. But if you guys have never heard of these books, this book is about a girl who is basically getting a death sentence. She's getting hanged, she's in jail, and because she killed somebody. And in this world, the sentence for killing somebody is death. No matter what the reason is, if it's self-defense, if it's murder, whatever it is, no matter what, you get death. And since she is the next in line to be hanged, she is given the choice to be a poison taster for the commander, basically the king of this nation, or just be hung. And as she obviously chooses to become the poison taster, and then it's basically just amazing from there. And that's basically what the beginning of the story is. The next ones that I'm going to choose is 2 books as well, and it is the 2nd and 3rd book of the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. And sorry, my knees just itch really bad right now. But I did not include the first one because I did not technically read it this year. I read it at the end of last year. And so these 2 books are one of my favorite book series ever, along with Poison Study. And these books are kind of difficult to explain because it's fantasy, and so it's a very long explanation of these books, but it's basically, this world has basically magicians, and the magic system is the people can burn metals, and there are people who are born with the ability to burn one metal, and there are people who are born with the ability to burn all of the different metals, and then the people who can burn all of them are called Mistborns. And then when you burn a metal, you get different things happen. Like, you can pull on metals, you can push on metals, you can hide yourself from other magic users. There's just a lot of different things, and the magic system is super cool in this book series. And if you are looking for a fantasy book, I would definitely recommend these, because I've not really heard any people talk anything bad about these book series. Like Poison Study, there are a few people who don't like it so much, but this series, I don't think I've heard any negative things about this book series. The next book that I'm going to be choosing is Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alir Sayans, and I absolutely loved this book. Again, haven't heard too many people talk bad about this book. I just loved this book so much. Oh my gosh, it's a coming-of-age story, and it's just about these 2 guys who met when they were really young, and they became friends, and then it's basically just them growing up and then figuring out things with life, and it's just a really great story. Really great. Next one that I'm going to choose is The Assassin's Curse by Cassandra Rose Clark. This is actually a duology, but the 2nd book, again with the Poison Study, the 2nd book just really didn't hit the 5-star mark. This one was absolutely amazing. I did not like, what is the other book called? The Pirate's Wish as much, but this is basically about a pirate who her parents are trying to marry her off to another pirate clan to kind of raise funds and all of that, because she has the very high name and the other family has all the money. They're trying to marry each other so that their families just prosper all together, and she just does not want, Nana does not want anything to do with this, so she runs away. And then the pirate clan she was supposed to marry into hires an assassin to come after her. And then after some series of events, the assassin is then bound to Inanna, and they have and he has to protect her with his life. And basically the book is them trying to figure out a way to get rid of this curse, and it just goes from there. And it's a very good book, and I really liked it. I know there are a few people who didn't like this as much. I haven't seen too many negative things about him. It's just things people didn't like it as much as I liked it. But I absolutely love this book. And then the last 5-star book that I have read this year so far, hopefully I read a lot more 5-star books because I'm super excited about reading lots of books. But the last book that I have this year that I've read that I got a 5-star is The Storied Life of H.A. Vickery by Gabrielle Zevin. And this book is about a bookstore owner, and he's just kind of grumpy. He doesn't have many friends, and then one day he gets something stolen from him, like a very expensive book was stolen from him, and then a mysterious package arrives at his house. Maybe not package, but mysterious something arrives at his house, and then just the story goes from there. And it's not really a coming of age story because the guy's grown, but it's just a coming of your own personality kind of thing, realizing that you care, and it's just a very, very touching story. I absolutely loved this book. It was a very good book up until like here, and then after this part it became an I love you book. I love this book. And it's just a great book if you want to read about, if you're very into the book community, like BookTube and all of that. So great, very great story to read if you're into the book community and all of that good stuff. And it's a great story about books bringing people together, and about how everyone loves books if they find the right book, and about how everyone's taste in books are different. It does not matter what type of book you're reading. If you're reading, that's awesome. You don't have to read a classic to be called a book reader. You don't have to just read murder mysteries. You can read whatever the heck you want, and you are accepted. I love this book so much. Yes, please read this book. It's amazing. But yes, those are the books that I really loved this year so far. I'll probably do another one of these at the end of the year so you guys can tell what my favorite books were this year. But yes, hope you enjoyed this video. Now I'm going to go watch The Emperor's New Groove because I really want to watch this movie so bad. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching because I sure as hell love talking. I will see you guys next time.